almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates. Second and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Cunningham from the gun. He completes this to Sutton. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4.
Oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's holding in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive going to plan so far. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Out of the gun here. It's Cunningham. And it's caught. Touchdown. Herb Smith Jr. there to make the grab. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And his task in this situation is making sure this team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the second quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
41, Alvin Kamara.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down. Now a toss, Kamara left side. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 65 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get in the field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. From the gun, Cunningham. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First down and 10. At their own.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20. Come on. Touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 78 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this out to the 25.
Nice take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. On 1st down, it's Cunningham. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. 7 yards to pick up there. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not. And they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little...
Focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Back now in Arlington as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29.
The home side once again ready to take over offensively. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. The Camaro running on first down, but finding nowhere to go as he's bottled up behind the line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Man open, it's Moss complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. And touchdown. Randy Moss, 68 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Mostert now to return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Will take over. First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So Randall Cunningham of the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:44 to go. Operating from the gun. Cunningham. Incomplete. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
20-yard line.
Throwing again. Cunningham. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun. Cunningham. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On first down, Cunningham. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
In the yard at the 27-yard line.
It's a throw on second down, Cunningham. And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left.
Brings up third down and
from the gun on third down, Cunningham. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout.
First and goal at the 7.
As they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Complete to Herb Smith.
Congratulations on yet another victory. Now you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Stylish, masterpiece, body, gun. Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The veteran of so many teams, Shane Graham, ready to get us rolling. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And the offense readies for a first down and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Sean Taylor.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Third and
he's going to go down again. Credit the sack to the safety, Sean Taylor. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for only a couple. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Toss play, Kamara. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Here's Shane Graham for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. That time a 6-play drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. And here's Shane Graham now to kick it away following the touchdown. Jalen Richard now on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Moves to 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded just inside the 20. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A good pickup there at 22. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Second and 7.
On second down, Kamara.
16-yard line.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Alvin Kamara in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
The kicker on for the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion
Hey,
here in the second quarter.
Yeah, no scores in the first quarter. And now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Here comes Richard on the return. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. He'll start the drive. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 63 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. To go ahead and give him the hat trick, he's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top? This. And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He was covered by Deion Sanders.
Throwing his car on third down. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this is not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Third down. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And that is incomplete.
Run to the sideline, and
another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Taking it about the 16. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's been a good game manager. They're winning here in the third quarter, but really the ground game is where it's been at for them, hasn't it?
So whatever the game plan was, you just got to focus on continuing to run the football. And really that takes the pressure off of the guy throwing it around. Doesn't have to be the focal point. Hand it off, let him chew up the yardage in big plays, and your team's winning. Only people upset, the fantasy guys who may have started him at quarterback in their leagues.
And we'll see if they continue with the recipe of the ground game. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's good.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 33 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And here's Shane Graham now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes Richard on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Richard on the return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
To throw on 3rd down, Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
They'll take over 1st down and 10.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
So atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And here's Shane Graham now to kick it away following the touchdown. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lawrence Taylor. He live for this. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Here comes Richard on the return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around? And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'm a slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And the grip